comprehensive news coverage for the University of San Francisco. This is News 35, your campus news and information leader.
I'm Kayla Kuhn with News 35. Come junior year, the main thing on many USF students' minds is studying abroad. Through the Center for Global Education, USF students have access to 70 different institutions in over 40 different countries. As long as a student has above a 3.0 and is of junior standing, they can study anywhere from Morocco to Korea to Colombia and have the experience of a lifetime.
I studied abroad last fall 2010. I went to Sydney, Australia, and it was a study abroad internship through Boston University. There's about 80 students in the program. There's 5 from USF, and Australia, especially Sydney, is a really big melting pot. There's a lot of different ethnicities, a lot of different cultures there, so the globe is really represented in Australia.
Well, I chose Argentina because I'm a Latin American studies minor, and I've kind of always had the desire to go to Argentina. So I thought studying abroad there and living there for 6 months would just be the perfect opportunity to go.
Why did you decide to study abroad at Semester at Sea?
Well, Semester at Sea is a really weird study abroad program. Like, you study on a cruise ship, and it goes to 8 different countries. And I just thought, like, why go to one country when I can go to 8 in one summer? And it was a really amazing experience.
Out of the 8 countries, which one was your favorite?
It was really hard to pick a favorite because every country was really different in its own way. I change my favorite every day. Like, sometimes I say Turkey, and other times I say Croatia. Like, each one had its own little thing that was awesome about it.
Well, I was actually looking at a bunch of them. I was going between Spain, Ireland, different places, and after looking at the different opportunities I was given in each place, I decided that Ireland was just going to be best for me. I loved it, still had a lot of culture to it, but it wasn't going to be maybe as much of a culture shock as going to Spain where I don't fully know the language, and it ended up just being an amazing time.
Do you have any big preparations that you've done so far to get ready for it?
Well, I've been brushing up on my Spanish and kind of figuring out my living situations there. But other than that, I'm ready to go with an open mind.
Was it hard to prepare to be gone for 4 months?
It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I was going alone, so that was kind of nerve-wracking for me, but the people at Study Abroad office and people at Boston University and when I worked with were really accommodating with me, answered all of my questions, and were kind of always there for me. So even when I was having issues with paperwork and things like that, it wasn't really too hard for me. The only problem was the packing part, which I did the day before, but you know.
I wanted to go abroad because I really wanted to kind of expand my perception, get a global perspective, and I felt like Sydney did a really good job with that. I was able to learn a different culture, although they speak English over there, a different accent, but I was able to gain a lot from their culture there and bring it back here to the U.S.
Studying abroad gives you something that you can't even put into words. Like, everyone asks me, how was it, what did you do, and you really can't explain the type of experience you had. It's something that's uniquely yours. And even though there's like 700 of us on the ship, everybody had a different experience, but it was we shared something that you can't really explain to anyone else.
For information on studying abroad, you can visit the Center for Global Education on the UC 5th floor or go to their website.